Okay, so what you see behind me here are basically wood bars that are stretched with canvas, which I then painted with interior latex house paint, mist tints. Or the pattern pieces that you see behind are stretched with pillowcases. So I'm interested in taking these pieces and bringing them to other locations and setting them up in different ways. But for this setup, I decided to go with a design that kind of simultaneously alludes to rain, or a caricature of rain, and also the reflective marks you'd see in a mirror or a window in a comic or a cartoon. For a long time I've been thinking about painting as a window into another space. So in this way, the work sort of alludes to the whole space being, or the whole wall being a window. So I was just interested in this like illusion of space. So a painting has its confines, and then what happens on the other side, right? So these pieces have all sort of like these little juts coming out of them, whether up and down. And I was just going to make 5 or 6 of them. Then as I started putting them closer together, I was really interested in the negative space and how the pieces were reacting to one another and actually becoming a larger painting. In the end, it ended up being one large painting where the compositions kind of depend on the objects that are arranged on the wall. So this is really playing with the wall being a blank canvas and all these built objects being sort of brush strokes on the wall. These leaves, this leaf, the fabric that I found, which was, I found it at Salvation Army or something. It was $1.99, so I grabbed it and brought it to the studio, and I really liked it. So I was hesitant to use it. I kept it in the studio for a little while, and then I had this idea to make this painting with these paintings inserted inside them, sort of like these little information bits that were stuck in. That little guy was the beginning of everything here, of this body of work. I made it last year, and I was going to make a series of pieces which played with two-dimensional, three-dimensional space. So they're 2D as in painting, but then they allude to sort of a different space, and I've been interested in that for a long time, when paintings sort of are a window into another world, another place, but then simultaneously kind of dispel that mystery and make the viewer aware that they're just looking at an object on the wall. I like that this piece just sort of very subtly opens your mind, opens your eye to think about a larger space, wonder or something. And that's why I left it on the wall by itself, just so it has some room to breathe. One of the artists that has been in my studio building already for a couple of years, she came over and did a little studio visit, and she said, well, I have this pillowcase that I've had in my family cabin for years, and I just don't know what to do with it. I love the design, but it doesn't go with anything in the cabin anymore, and I've just been holding on to it for so long, don't know what to do with it. So she said that she'd bring it down and I can use it to stretch on one of these bars behind me. And then when I got here, I thought, this is such a beautiful pattern, I don't want to cut it up. And it's so nice on its own. So I just left it up the way it is, and I think it kind of, in a way, symbolizes the whole show, because I left it open, it's empty, and it's decorated. What I think is important about painting is that painters take what they see in the world and they filter it down through their life experiences, and they can be very personal, and they share it back out with the world.